State of Decay 2 is the brand new open world zombie survival game that you've been waiting for. And with the game serving up character permadeath, you're going to want to take advantage of our killer tips and tricks to help get ahead and stop your community from being eaten alive by the zombie horde. The first thing that you're going to want to do when you get into any new area within State of Decay 2 is head straight for the survey points, which are indicated by binoculars on your map. When you get there, you might start to get flashbacks of playing Far Cry, as you'll have to climb to the top of something such as a billboard or a signal tower before you can start surveying the area at the top, which you can start doing by pressing the left trigger, which will allow you to spot points of interest in the surrounding area and have them placed onto your map. These points of interest could be vehicles, potential outposts, or areas that you can go and search for resources to help keep your community alive and happy. And at the end of the day, it's just going to help having all that information on your map, so make sure you climb every single survey point that you see the second you can. The biggest tip that I can give you is making sure that you travel everywhere in the game with a car. Not only can you use it as a battering ram to take out hordes of zombies, you can even kill them with your car door if you feel like it, and I can guarantee that achievement won't be staying rare for long, as it is a lot of fun. You'll also be able to move around the map faster, which can be especially useful with some of the timed objectives and missions that'll pop up whilst playing State of Decay 2. And believe me, there's nothing you want more than a car when you find yourself running down a road at night being chased by zombies when your favourite survivor has caught the blood plague. But the biggest advantage with having a car with you at all times is collecting resources. A survivor can only carry one backpack of resources at a time, but they can also be stored in the boot of your car, which also makes transferring them into your outpost storage a lot easier, as you can transfer them directly from the car into storage. One of the biggest and most fun tips that I can give you in State of Decay 2 is to play in co-op. You can play with up to 3 of your friends at a time, with them being able to join your game to help you out at any time once you've completed the in-game tutorial. They'll be able to help you complete missions, kill zombies, collect resources, and just be badass zombie slayers. Undead Labs have also done a really good job in the way they've integrated co-op into the game, because you'll never be competing for each other's loot, with individual loot containers being placed around the map that only specific players can search, which will be indicated by coloured icons, so your loot will always be your own. This means while you're playing in a friend's world, you'll still be earning influence and collecting loot to help your own community back in your own world. But playing co-op is so much fun, and I would highly recommend it. One of the most important parts of State of Decay 2, apart from surviving the zombie horde of course, is to make sure that your outpost is fully equipped. Not just with resources you need to keep your community happy and operating, but be fully equipped with weapons, explosives, and meds. In order to do that, you'll want to make sure that you're searching everywhere around you. You'll want to go to all the locations that you've scouted out from the survey points earlier on and search all the containers within them. You'll be able to tell how many containers there are within each area by the indicator in the top left-hand corner, so you know you won't have missed any loot. Another major thing that you're going to want to do every single time before you venture out from your outpost is a little bit of inventory management. You're going to want to make sure you've got the right sort of backpack for what you're setting off to do. Use a larger pack if you're going out loot collecting. If you're going to kill a plague heart, use a smaller, lighter backpack so you don't get encumbered and lose your stamina faster. Also, make sure you clear out your inventory of items that you don't need and dump them into your supply locker. This will mean you won't have to leave something behind if you find a load of extra loot that you want to pick up. Also, check all your weapons are fully loaded and not damaged, and that your car is fully fueled. It sounds simple, but I've found myself forgetting to do this a few times, which has led to me nearly being killed. With State of Decay 2 being all about survival, you're going to want to be extra careful with where you decide to fight big packs of zombies, especially when you're trying to destroy plague hearts. Because one wrong move, or if you get trapped in a corner, that could be the end for your favourite survivor. What you'll want to do is bait zombies out into open areas, so you can run away and take them on in small groups at a time. as well as being able to avoid being hit as frequently, which could be the difference between surviving or becoming zombie food. At no point do you want to be fighting zombies in tight corridors with nowhere to go or escape. Your map is also going to become your new best friend whilst playing State of Decay 2. Not only is it going to be filled with all the information that you've collected from the survey points that you've gone to, but it is the easiest and quickest way to figure out what you need to do next in the game. On the left hand side of the screen will be all your objectives, as well as events going on in the world around you, which you'll be able to highlight and set a waypoint to by selecting the one you wish to do with the left stick and pressing A, which will give you an indicator on your HUD of exactly where you need to go to do that activity. So if you ever get stuck, have a quick look at those objectives and you'll know where to go. The map is also filled with tons of useful information, such as where you can find certain resources, where your outposts are, and where you can find plague hearts, and so on. So whenever you can, make sure to check out your map. One of the most important things that you can do in State of Decay 2 is to build up your survivors' skills. Different survivors will have different combinations of skills, which will help make them better in different areas. Every survivor you come across, you have the ability to find out what their skills are, so make sure to check them out. For example, one of your skills might be cardio, which you'll level up by, well, you guessed it, running around. Once you've managed to earn enough stars for that skill, you'll be able to choose from a number of specializations, which helps make every survivor different and will give you access to different moves in combat, as well as giving you additional bonuses such as increased stamina and more health. So our big tip is to focus on building up these skills. If you need to use blunt weapons to level up your skill, do so. It'll only pay off further into the game you get and could help you get out of a tricky situation further down the line. So there we have it, 8 killer tips and tricks to help you get ahead in State of Decay 2. Remember, State of Decay 2 is also available day one on Xbox Game Pass, which you can get for $7.99 a month. So you not only get access to State of Decay 2, but also to over 150 other titles. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, share any other tips you've got down in the comments below, and smash that like button, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!